Hey, what's up, everybody? Jeremy here with another Saber episode. This is my 2.0 Starkiller. So it's made from a 2.0 Graflex that I converted over into a Starkiller. Wanted to show this off. I've been working on this for, I don't know, off and on about 5 weeks. Really making an effort this year to do some personal sabers for my own collection, not to sell them, and then not for for anything else other than to be in my collection. I've made a few of these over the years that I really enjoyed. I kept selling them, kept getting rid of them, but this one is gonna stay. Right, I'm pretty happy with how this one turned out. Um, Installed with the Proffie. It's got it's a one replicas control box up here, so it's a 2 button setup. Power, auxiliary back here. This guy right here is my blade retention, so I don't have to use any Allen keys. I did go through and do quite a bit of heat staining, weathering to the top of this shroud. Bunny ears, a little bit of battle damage there on the emitter. No perfect X's though. I try to make it look like it actually got hit um, into my crystal chamber here. I've got a double quartz crystal, or double quartz crystals rather. They're both real. They're wired independently, so they'll do something different from each other. This is a 2.0 core that I just milled off the last two ribs off of this guy to make it a thin neck. I do have an external kill key right here. So this is an idea I got from Benji over at Nerf Herder Customs. And I liked it, so I keep copying it whenever I can. Yeah, that's what I've got there. So when we open it up, we just take the handle off. I asked Phil Guinness to machine me this pummel. Actually, I have another one that he's machining for me now because he does this really well. So this pummel is from Phil Guinness. It slipped onto this handle perfectly. It was notched out for the ribs or for the grip section, so that was really nice. Sound venting here, just a little bit of light weathering over here. This is actually some copper tape that I put on here, and then I weather it up a little bit, make it look like there's a band there. It's actually 4 separate pieces. That's what that looks like. The chassis, this is kind of my scrap flex chassis. So anytime I do a 2.0 Starkiller, I do a scrap flex from a 2.0 kit. This is kind of my go-to. I've got a 10 pixel accent strip right underneath that grill section. A removable battery. I usually put the negative, or my springs, I usually put those over here. I swapped it up this time because I combined all of my positive wiring up here in the neck, and then I joined it to the kill switch. And since my kill switch is over here in the neck area and not in the back of the chassis like you would normally see, I swapped my battery terminals so that my positive terminal would be close to the kill switch. So that's what's going on there. 28 millimeter Smuggler's Outpost dark side speaker, and it's fully enclosed, so it sounds good. I got it up to about 2100 in the config. My Proffie board here. This is just a snap fit down into the shelf, right? So we can get to everything from here. Never have to move the board, but we can if we want to, but you never really have to. And then of course over here, I've got an OLED screen. All right, so that's what we did there. Go ahead and throw a battery in this guy. I got a couple sound fonts on here. I've got Orichi. I've got a couple K-Sith fonts. Come over here and flip the switch. It's kind of what it's doing when the saber's off. Goes to my battery meter. I've got this 10 pixel accent strip. I've got it broken off into 3 different sub blades, and everything's on a timer. So you can see these 2 crystals in here doing something different too. I'll turn it on. The bottom one will pulse. Go ahead and put the handle on this guy. It sounds really loud when the handle's on. Very easy to come over here and turn everything off. Flip it off just like that. And then when I want to turn it on, I can do it one-handed and just flip the switch down just like that. Right.
Disgraceful.
This takes a 7/8 inch blade. Real easy to back this guy out of the blade socket right here. Come over here and throw our blade in. Easy to feel when it hits the pins. And then we can lock it all the way down just like this. And it's good to go. And a 7/8 inch blade. Son of Corellia sound fun on here because I really like this one too. The Depths, this is the new one from Kasith. Very solid when it's all put together. We're back to Orochi. Now, of course, this one has nothing to do with Starkiller, but I like the samurai aspect of it.
Disgraceful.
Soundtrack. Turn that off, just like that. And then when we're done, I just come over here and flip it with my finger, and it kills everything like it should, right? I do my external kill switch a little bit different. I make a separate holder. I don't make it part of my chassis, something that Benji does. I didn't have the patience to sit there and figure out the dimensions, so I make this piece that's holding the kill switch is a totally separate piece that I print out, snap fit the kill switch in there, and then snap that all into place, and it stays in there very well. Actually, with a little bit of glue too, just to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. But that is that's basically my Starkiller. Easy enough to take the battery out when I'm done. And yeah, this will go up on my shelf. I had a really cool time making this. It's always a huge undertaking to make these. There's so much work involved, but it's very satisfying. One of these builds that separates the men from the boys, right? You have to be really committed to sit down and do one of these from scratch because it does take quite a long time to do. But anyway, that's my Starkiller. Thanks for looking.